Welcome to Squadron Scale Workshop. My name is Brett Green. It's been a little bit lean over the last few months during quarantine. We haven't seen a great deal of new releases, but there are a few now starting to trickle through. And one that arrived on my doorstep a few days ago is Dora Wings' very first 1/32 scale kit, the Dewoitine D.500. Now, the D.500 was an aircraft behind its times. It was introduced in 1935, and being an open cockpit fixed undercarriage aircraft, it was well behind the state-of-the-art of 1935. But it was all metal construction, low wing, monoplane, and it did see service with not only the French Air Force, but also in the Spanish Civil War and in China as well. In fact, when the Luftwaffe was over France in 1940, the Dewoitine D.500 was doing battle with the Messerschmitt Bf 109 and 110. Not terribly successfully, I'd imagine. Dora Wings is a bit of a delight. They have released quite a number of very unusual and otherwise neglected kits subjects over the last couple of years. But this is the first time, and they're mostly in 72nd scale and 48 scale, and this is actually the very first 32nd scale kit that they have produced. So I thought that I would share the joy again with an unboxing video. I haven't even opened the lid of this one at this stage. So let's take a look what's inside. And in the coming days, I'll do a more detailed written and high-resolution photo version as well. But without any further ado, we have a fairly tight box lid. So it's a separate lid, very nice box art on there, quite inspiring actually. And that's a nice touch. We've got bubble wrap wrapping the single plastic bag with all the grey plastic parts in here. Let's see what's in the bag. It's resealable. I do like these resealable bags, so I can put everything back in again. And let's go from the top. Oh, very nice. So, the very first sprue that I've seen is the starboard side fuselage, and we also have, it looks like, the rear and forward bulkheads and the cockpit floor as well. The texture is really nice. We've got what appear to be really nice overlapping panels here. So we've got recessed rivets, but we've also got some really nice overlapping panels on the horizontal there. So that's nicely done. Very nice. Not surprisingly, the next sprue contains the port fuselage half, and once again we have looks like it might be like radiator faces or something. Quite nice texture on those, and other unidentified parts. The surface texture on the nose of the kit is equally nice as it is on the rear fuselage too. So nice, very nice so far. I'll just flip over the bag because I can see that on the bottom we have the wings, and the wings are broken down into upper and lower, left and right halves. The once again, it looks like it's these are recessed panel lines and recessed rivets on the all metal wings. So once again, very nice surface textures. This will take to paint very nicely, and I'd imagine for the silver or the bare metal finishes that you'll be able to get quite an interesting finish on this. And here we have, oh okay, I was wrong. It's not just upper and lower halves. We have a center wing section, so that's the lower wing. So we'll have outer panels for the lower wings and a wing center section. There are an awful lot of locating, sorry, I beg your pardon, sprue attachment points. I just lost my mind for a moment, apologies. But it looks, they're quite fine. It looks like it'll be easy enough to clean up, but make sure you get those ones on the mating surfaces because they will interfere with the fit. I've regained the power of speech. Next up we have what appear to be really long ailerons. So they're big, as well as the rudder, horizontal stabilizers, and the wheels. So they're good. And here we have the wing spats, the wheel spats, and the various struts for the undercarriage as well. We have here some cockpit parts, exhausts, and other miscellaneous detail parts for the cockpit and the airframe. The instrument panel looks actually really nice. Let's see if we can focus in on that. Nice detail there, raised detail, and there's little side panels as well there. It looks like we have the option of something else because we have a blank instrument panel as an option there, so we'll see what happens there. But nice detail again on the smaller parts too. And last but not least, we have the upper gun cowl, the spinner, a two-bladed metal prop, and also the forward cowl section. And in the bag, which has fallen off the sprues, is the seat, the pilot seat. There it is. I'll pop that back in the bag so I don't misplace it. It's happened before. Inside the bag we have also one smaller Ziploc plastic bag that contains a couple of, or a few, clear parts. So we have the windscreen, and we also have 4 navigation lights on there as well. I'll pop that back in the bag too. Oh, I've gone all blurry. Remaining in the bag, we have another bag with the instructions, and it looks like the decals are in there too. Let's just take a quick look. And yes, we have decal sheet with some really big numbers, really nice, big, interesting markings for I think particularly for the rooster box art. That's a no-brainer for me. We also have a further sealed bag with a little self-adhesive mask in the back there. And we also have the instrument panel and detail parts in photo etch. So they're quite nice. That's an interesting point. So the decal sheet has, if we can get it to focus, there we go. The decal sheet has decal instruments which look quite nice. So you can presumably use those in conjunction with the photo etched instrument panel as a bit of a sandwich there. And next we have the instructions. So at the back we have the each individual aircraft with 4 views, 2 side views, top and bottom, for each of the marking options, of which there are 4. So that's nice. And Dora Wings instructions before have been quite nice. Oh, there's, of course, I didn't mention, but on the photo etch fret there are harness straps as well by the look of it. So that's good. And we've got the parts tree and the various illustrations guiding us through construction over a total of 26 steps. So there we go. So here's another interesting subject for keeping you busy during the closing, hopefully, weeks and months of isolation. Another very interesting subject from Dora Wings, and it's really very nicely detailed too. I'm particularly impressed with the surface textures, and some of those marking options are very colourful as well. So if you're looking for something a little bit different, and you like the stalky Grim Reaper look of these mid-1930s Dewoitines, then Dora Wings Dewoitine D.500 might just be up your alley. Well, that's all we've got from Squadron Scale Workshop today. From Brett Green, it's bye for now.